Let's see. All right, here we are back with another showcase here. So they sent me all 5 of the Planeswalkers. Well, one of them was an older Planeswalker that they reworked a bit. So I thought that I would share with you guys my first impressions with this. Using Discord from the overlay while playing. No, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I played around with them a little bit. I have some thoughts, but not. I haven't really fully formed my opinions on all of these planeswalkers yet. So I'll just show you what they are so far. I'll just start go A to Z. I think in this case it's A to L, but yeah. So a Johnny Goldmane, very first planeswalker now when we open the planeswalker selection screen. So I'm really hoping that he's a good planeswalker because it'd be nice to just, for convenience sake, just pop open the game, use this planeswalker, and go on with my day. But this is what my first deck is. I thought that I would try and showcase some of these new tribes or whatever they call them now, kin. So I built around the Kithkins, and so got some giants, just a bunch of stuff that creates Kithkin soldiers because I got this leader. If you remember yesterday, I pulled this Kithkin leader, so that's pretty fun. And yeah, I will just share with you how this deck goes. Got a couple of new things in here, just stuff that creates Kithkins, the new lands. This land is pretty good. These I'm not quite sold on yet. This is just a nice little new spell that I want to use, and then we got some removal. So I don't know. Probably not the greatest deck, but just showcasing what these planeswalkers do for now. I was using a Johnny earlier this morning when I was going through the daily events. So I've gotten to know him a little bit better. And I kind of like his abilities. They're not amazing, but they're also not bad. Oops, I missed a white match, but that's okay. Made up for it with pure luck. Okay, so basically those lands, they will convert 4 gems, and then most likely that's all you get out of them. So I don't love them, but they're not terrible, you know. Okay, so we'll create some Kithkins here. Oh, I didn't know that had flash, but I guess that's cool. See if we can draw into our removals. Oh, no, not a failure. Oops. Oh, well. So far, not so great. Oh, I don't have enough loyalty for the third ability. Okay. Well, that was bad. No. 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 I don't want to give double strike to you. play this. This might help. Nothing great. Let's just start over. That was not good. Just did not draw into my removal, so that's never good. Okay. Sap Sunnin. What are my mana bonuses? Okay, he gets an okay amount on red, I guess. That sucks. Abilities aren't doing anything for us right now. Next Snap is a decent card, I think. Okay, we get some loyalty there. Oops. I meant to save that requisition ray. That's not good. Two Sap Sunnins. Great. Wish I had some trample. Oh my god. Well, at least that one's gone. No room in the hand, so at least there's that. Okay, his passive ability is all filled because I used all of his loyalty abilities at least once. Your creatures gain lifelink and first strike. So I'm thinking that happens on the next turn. We'll see. Well, at least took care of that. Oh, that's annoying. See if we can outlast this Rakdos. I mean, set after set, and people are still playing the same stupid creatures. I mean, I get it. I know they're good, but still. It went a little better, but it's really only because the hand was full. That Sabsunian would have gotten a lot worse to deal with. So probably need some exile in here. Maybe I'll do that. Exile. Could play this. I haven't played this that much. Exile opposing card with the greatest mana value, then create a copy of that card in your hand. That's kind of fun. And some Parting Gust too. Great card that probably doesn't get used enough. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, that's fine. All right, cool. Now we got the little Kithkin leader, so that should be a little better. Good start for us. Let's get this charged up in case we need it. Okay, that's probably an STA deck. I'm not worried about that guy. Pretty strong card. And reinforces. Yeah, okay, I see what he's trying to do. Maybe it's not an STA deck, but he was just trying to mess around with that reinforcement thing. Grab some Kithkin soldiers. All right. As long as you get the Kithkins in play, then this deck is decent, I suppose. But it's definitely not the best. Let's see what cats we can build around instead. Seems like that's what this Planeswalker is kind of going for. He wants to have a lot of creatures on the board, preferably cats. So we'll give him what he wants. Just make sure I'm streaming here. All right. build here. Here, cats. Oh yeah, Arabo, that's a pretty okay one. Cat creature +2/+2. Create 2 cat tokens. All right. Changeling hero, leader shapeshifter. Oh, by the way, this is the default deck in case anybody was curious about it. So how does leader shapeshifter work? Exiles all tokens you control, given subtypes. So shapeshifter. So it has to be a shapeshifter token, though, right? How many shapeshifter tokens are there do we even have? Well, this one creates a shapeshifter token for your opponent, so that doesn't seem to help us. Creatures gain changeling until end of turn. Okay, so if they gain changeling, does this mean that the tokens become shapeshifters too? I'll try that and just create some cats and see what happens with them. See if the changeling hero absorbs them. First creature gains. Don't need that. Gain life cards just don't do enough. First creature gains changeling. Okay. Okay, that's a changeling. I don't think I need that. Next snap is an okay card, so we'll leave that in there. Okay, cats. Not wildcat, not Vindicator. Do these create little cat soldiers? Yeah. Okay, well he makes cat soldiers. So does this one. No Ocelot Pride. I mean, I guess I could throw him in there. Actually, he creates Ocelot Pride creates cats, so maybe I will try him and just not use it with one of the broken things. Okay, well that's 4 creatures. That's plenty. We could even just take out this Sunstriker. Okay, that's fine. And then yeah, the rest of the stuff can be, our claws out when a cat creature cards in hand. That sucks. That is not a good card. But yeah, let's grab some Parting Gust. Inevitable Defeat, exile stuff, and then some mana gain. What we could do is Mox Pearl, Rediscover, and Cryptex or something. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, I'll save these for when I need them. Okay, we get an Ocelot Pride. Although, do we need it right now? Probably not. Interesting. Felix, 5 boots. All right, so we get the Changeling Hero, and let's see what happens when we play Changeling Hero and then Shields of Velis Vel. Control crack creature. First creature gains vigilance. All right, so we'll do that. Definitely want to bring Exile to a grist fight. All right. What sort of things do we have? Get you out of there. Okay, we rather match green than blue with this Ajani, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so now they're changelings, but only until the end of turn. So what did that actually do? Nothing really? So I'm not 100% sure what you're supposed to do with this card. Every creature subtype while on the battlefield or board and while being cast. Okay, so are shapeshifters not part of that type? But what is a shapeshifter if it's not a changeling? I don't know. There's something I'm not understanding there, but that's okay. So do I have to create another cat soldier token at this point in order to or not cat soldier, but just cat token at that point after it's a shapeshifter to make it absorbed by the changeling hero? If someone knows, let me know, because I don't totally understand what that card really does. Are there any cat leaders? I don't think so. Probably not, right? We got war in War Leader. Well, I'm kind of. What if I make rabbits? Will that absorb them? I don't know. I'll have to mess with that later. Let's just move on to the next one. Chandra Nalar, who I've not been a big fan of. I built this deck for her, but it's pretty meta, and Rings of Bright Hearth is doing funny things. Actually, I didn't really care that much for Party Thrasher in this one. I think it's better to have some more draw in this deck than what is Roxas? Oh, okay. No, I want Aurelia for the draw. But this deck was pretty fun when I was playing it last time, even though I didn't think Party Thrasher was great in it. But Aurelia is an all-timer card in terms of getting things going for red. Cool. Yeah, we'll keep it there. Okay, Will of the Jeskai. Should I just... wonder if I should refresh my hand. Another Railway Brawler. Let's see. Anything good? Not so much. Will the Jeskai. Get some better cards in our hand, hopefully. It's okay. Had a feeling that was going to happen, but I guess I'd rather have that right now at this point than put another Railway Brawler in play. So we'll hit him with this. The problem with this Chandra is if you're playing a Red Walker, you don't really want to use her second ability, and none of her other abilities are all that great to me. I don't really like that her third ability hurts your creatures as well. They've been giving Chandra these double-edged sword abilities lately that I'm not a super big fan of. So I barely use her in that way. Second ability is fine here. Against a Grist, it's not bad. Jeez. God, everyone plays Rakdos still. It's so annoying. I know we play Dragonhawk, but Dragonhawk is not nearly as annoying to face, I would say. Just a very solid card. So we'll do this. Destroy 10 gems. Planeswalker color. We can get some lifelink to our guy as well as grabbing some mana. Screwing with our opponent's mana a little bit. Not much, but better than nothing. Okay, where's our Chaos Warp? Jeez, did we just not get any Chaos Warp here? That sucks. I don't know. How much are we going to do to it? Not much. So I guess we'll just attack him there. And there. Get a ton of mana. Get the Brawler out of here. That's pretty annoying. Oh, just some boring ass meta deck. I guess that's cool. Great. Oh my God. All right. Back to the drawing board with that one. I guess I need more removal in that deck. I guess I'd throw in what do you call it? Inevitable defeat, I suppose. I think that would work better to deal with some of these creatures that just keep coming back. What should I take out for it though? Maybe Ashling. If I need a third creature, I'll just steal it from him with Chaos Warp, I suppose. But yeah, this should be better. This deck should work better when Grist is not taking everything away from me. So we'll see. All right. Nothing great there. Hmm. Okay, Aurelia, some hell to pay. I think I could knock him out. Why not? Take care of the soldier. Do that. Get a little bit of mana. Need to clear my hand though so that I can get something with my Dragon Hawk. Um, let's do this. Not a ton of mana generated, but let's see. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Make room in our hand. I think that's fine. Okay. that works. Yeah, you could see Rings of Bright Earth are doing very weird things um to the game when you use it. Let's grab and assemble the players. Why not? Still there. Another round. That's cool. See that? That is Rings of Bright Earth doing that. Sometimes the game gets stuck until you make a loyalty match. It's weird. And it will trigger on your opponent's turn. They're not playing Rings of Bright Earth. I am. And for some reason, it triggers on their turn. So that definitely needs some fixing. Yeah, that's so far that's been the best way I've been using Chandra Nalar, but she's not even close to the best Chandra to me. I think the other Chandras are a lot better. They would probably run this deck better. But like if you have good red cards, she's okay. I really don't think she's as good as Hope's Beacon or even Flame Shaper at all. And this is what she comes with. Flame Wake Phoenix. Beam turns cards in your graveyard. Okay, you guys know this card. Maybe. But yeah, this is what she comes with. This creature enters the battlefield, deals 6 damage to each creature without the giant subtype. That's okay. But it probably hurts your creatures too, so you want to play with giants, but I don't know if the giants are that great. Do we have leaders in red this time? Maybe I can build a leader deck. No, nothing leader. Aurelia the War Leader. Memorial Team Leader. No. What sort of tribe can we build with red cards for this event? Or for this Planeswalker? Okay, we got... Okay, so we got giants. So let's try and build a giant deck. That's a goblin. Giant warrior. This creature can block only one creature per turn if able. Who cares about that? Creature enters the battlefield, create 2 elemental shaman warriors. Okay, well they're 3/1s. That's not terrible. Heat Simmer, create a copy of non-token creature in the battlefield under your control. That's alright. Okay. Oh wow, there's a whole um chat that's not being shown on my thing here. What is that about? Okay, here we go. Thought you were in the LORWYN. Sorry, late to stream. Okay, let me just read what's going on here. Cooking dinner, probably no cat leaders. Grist the only opponent. How's it going? I thought you were in the LORWYN. Sorry. Sorry. No. Are you liking Chandra now any better than last night? I mean, I pretty much just said what I thought of her. I don't think it's rings. I had that happen and I don't have rings. Well, it was working. Or same thing was happening with what's the other one? Not rings. The exclusive. I could just bring it up and not have to guess. New rings is doing, but it's one of the things doing. Yeah, it is one of the things doing. Could just be anything triggering activate gems. I don't know about that. Good to know. I was chasing rings of bright. I think I'll skip it. Haha. For now, okay. Well, maybe for now, but I really think it's Rings of Bright Hearth and what's the name of that one? Yeah, Thousand Year Elixir. That's what it is. Rings is doing it, but so is Elixir. Yeah, those two cards, these cards that have that same effect of destroying activated gems, it seems to be happening with those two. Okay, what was I going to do with these giants? Even destroy another target creature control. I don't. I guess I could use this card, but I don't know. I don't think he's very good. Maybe I won't do giants. I'm being indecisive here, but is there a different tribe we could go with here? Maybe elementals? Maybe we could try building stuff around elementals. Both of them specifically target activate gems. Oops, not elementals. Yeah, I think that's what is happening here. Oh, is Ashling an elemental? I guess she is. But I don't know if I'm going to go for a real spell heavy deck. I thought there was there aren't there cards from this set that interact with elementals. Elemental creature controlled. Well, that's not. We reinforce it 2 times. Yeah. Flame King Brawler. Okay, well this one's cool. Do I have the mythic creature that pulls elementals? I don't know about mythic, but I have this rare that pulls elementals. That Ashling, it probably sucks, but you're going to love elementals when you get them. They're possibly the strongest time. Try it. Well, let's see. Okay, which ones do I want here? Nova Chaser, probably. Leader. Oh, leader element. That's what I'm missing. Okay. This creature gets +3. Yeah. So once I get Nova Chaser, then that'll be good. Horde of Notions. Oh yeah, this card looked good too. Return the first. Yeah, yeah, that's strong. Vigilance, Trampoline, Hasten, Elemental, Hostility. And source you control deals non-combat damage to your opponent. Opponent gains 6 life. Then reinforce this creature. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. You have the MP creature that pulls elementals. Is it this one? This one isn't pulling elementals, but this is a leader, shapeshifter, and elemental. Okay, so I'm missing all the best elementals from this set, basically. So maybe not. What else can I build? I didn't really like the giants that much, though. Honestly, I don't really feel like building something new for her right now. Let's just go to what's our next one? Is it Garruk? I have not played Garruk, this new Garruk, I don't think, since the new. Oh wait, I did. I built this thing for him. I want to say. Um, yeah, this deck was interesting because I do like the Elf Warrior, the Elf Leader. Oh, I have a better deck for him. I was using this guy with the old Tyvar, the one that creates elf tokens, and that was pretty cool. But this one, Um, this deck was okay, but this Garruk still sucks, in my opinion, because those mana bonuses are still bad, and you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get in, get a halfway decent mana bonus temporarily. So not super thrilled about this. Convert 2 gems to green. Okay, well, that at least gave me a 5 match. That's a little better. I mean, the changes they made to him are an improvement, but that just speaks to how bad the original Garruk is nowadays in modern playing Puzzle Quest. So that's not really saying a whole lot. No wonder they'll give him for free. Are they giving him for free? I mean, that's cool if they are, because if you're brand new, he's definitely an upgrade over OG Nissa. I mean, like, by far. But that's just, that really more just speaks to the disparity in the quality of planeswalkers that we have in this game, rather than it being something that you should go out and pick up otherwise. But if you're new and they give them for free, then all right. Create a beast token and reinforce it 3 times. Yeah, 16/16 beast is actually not bad, especially if you need it. I think I saw it when you fulfill the weekly. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. There's Clash. I don't really know how I feel about Clash because most of the time I don't really see anything happening after the Clash. So maybe it's just I've been using kind of irrelevant cards to Clash, but I think the idea of Clash is cool in theory. I just haven't seen it do much for me in practice. What do we want here? I guess we want that. Hmm. That kind of sucks. Well, at least we got that one ready for us. Dang. It's a nice cascade. Oops, I did not mean to. I forget that one auto casts. For the most part, I hate auto cast cards. Can you imagine if Great Aurora auto casted? How much of a downgrade that would be? Yeah, that wasn't like the greatest deck ever to face, but crying, not Aurora. See, you know what I mean then. Okay, this Garg versus a Grist. What do I have that exile stuff? Okay, well this one does. What other exile cards do I have? This really wasn't doing a whole lot for us, but I also didn't have Ren's Run. I think I'm gonna take him out and something that exiles, so we don't have to deal with annoying creatures. Devour of Destiny, that exiles? Exile opposing support card. I don't know if that's what I want to use right now. Coalition victory, I could. Okay. I love the rare elf leader back in M19. Yeah, I still like that card. I don't use it much anymore, but I know what you mean. Basically where I started playing more consistency. That's when I quit. I took a break for like 2.5 years. Didn't think I would come back, but lockdown happened and you get bored and you're like, I wonder what happened with that game. Is it still around? And the game had already changed a lot in the 2.5 years. There was a lot of growth in the game at that point. There was a lot of cool stuff happening in 2021 when I came back, but um, unfortunately, Octagon just couldn't keep up. Well, thanks. Chewbacca, how long have you been playing the game? It's so funny to address somebody as Chewbacca, but that's funny. Create a beast token. But hey, I don't know what else to call you. Maybe 8 years. Okay. So you've been around since almost the beginning. Actually, I'll just Kintree Severance. Wolf. No, I don't think I need that wolf right now. So you're out of here. Sapsunin. See, that is why we want a an exile spell. Mm, I remember it was winter and I got Thopter Pine Network as a seasonal card. Was that the first seasonal card or did they have one before? I can't remember. Man, so I hate Sapsunin. And from what I could see, it's going to be a while till I am able to pull a Kintree Severance or something. Coalition victory. Um, convert to slime. We'll just temporarily fix our problem here. At least we get a coalition victory, but I don't think we're going to hit spree 3 unless we just get supremely lucky. So I guess I will just... Okay, well, at least his hand was full, so I can at least get rid of that Sapsun in that way. Will I be able to spree 3 here? Maybe not. So it won't make sense to play that coalition victory right now. Oh, well, now we're spree 3. Dang it. So you would think that I would play Coalition Victory all the time just because, I own it. But it's very unreliable unless you're playing a heavy conversion deck, in which case it's very much just kind of a nice to have, but not necessary. Um, Dang it. See, Spree 2. No Cascade. But we do get a... Alright, so we hit Spree 5 somehow. Through sheer dumb luck, we get our victory banner. Wow. Alright. Well, here we go. What's the damage going to be here? That wasn't terrible. Vein Ripper. That's not a card I see very often. Fill our hand. We need that. Well, at least she blocked for us. That's nice. All right. Well, hopefully it'll be very hard to lose at this point with the victory banner token down, but never know. Failed my clash. Oh well. Okay. Okay, at least we get a spree 3. Right on. Throw that down. Gosh. Keep losing the clash. Yeah, we get it. All right. Survived that one. Battle was mostly boring, but you gotta admit, hitting that spree 5 at just the right time was kind of dope. All right, well, had enough of Garrick. Let's move to Jace. I think Jace is the next one, yeah. Okay, Jace Bellerin. I think so far I've had the most fun with this Jace. And I thought it was going to be the one I liked the least. So I built this Merfolk tribal deck with the leader, the Merfolk leader. And it's pretty good. Got some fun stuff in here. Kind of a solid deck overall. It's not. It needs probably more removal, but for better or worse, blue does not have like a really solid mass removal card like just about every other um color has right now. So makes it a little difficult to come up with a really viable solution there. But at least we got stolen goods. Maybe I will see if he builds up his side of the board a bit here and steal him. Let's see. Maybe there. Okay, that works. Perfect. Fantastic. I definitely didn't need two. Demon Fear. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good call there. I should make room for a Demon Inferior into this deck instead of these some of these fairy cards. Each player draws up to 2 cards. Okay, how much? I actually really like his third ability, and that's the one I use the most. The other one's alright. I'm not crazy about his abilities, if I gotta be honest. But they're better than I expected them to be. Okay, that's good stuff. Create some fairies. Gobble them up. Now we got a 12/12 blocker, which is actually fairly solid. So, hit him for 40. That's pretty good. Max pretty much is 50. Um, keep stealing his goods. Hmm. That kind of sucks, but it happens more often than you think because it has Defender. Universal Surveillance? Yeah. Let's play both of these and just see what happens here. Yeah, no. I guess go there. I'll put Demon Inferior in instead of that into the Fey Court. Okay, this will probably win me the game. Yep. Put some blue conversion in here. Maybe ambiguity. He's not too bad. No. I think as far as the Jaces go, he is probably 3. Can make a case for 2, but Jace Reawakened is by far the best one, but doesn't mean there aren't good Jaces out there. Ambiguity might also help with getting our level up on our, what was that card called? The Masterpiece, that gives you mana based on the level. Insight Engine. That's it. Use Jace Reawaken for the draw 15 to 20. Really? And not Jace the Perfected Mind? Jace the Perfected Mind has all the card draw you want. Dang, missed the noti. That's all good. Oh, sorry, that one. Yeah. That makes more sense. That Jace Reawakens pretty much only flaw is the lack of card draw that he has. So I was surprised to hear you say that, but you just mistyped. Making some bubbles. All right. We get some nice ambiguity doing its thing. We'll get tons of free cards basically once we get that Insight Engine really cooking. And Villainous Wealth out. Good stuff. Stole her goods. So the little wizard guy creates fairies for us when he attacks. So that is going to be reinforcing our fairy defender. I think I'd rather just have a dragon hawk at this point. I don't think there are any random supports to target. I I should make room in my hand more. Just being kind of lazy. Yeah, that didn't do anything for us, but let's just toss stolen goods. Don't need these right now. All right. Una making fairies for us. Good stuff. Nice. All right. Well, Fiery Annihilation did its thing. Was hoping I would get to his third right there, but there's a loyalty 5 match, so we can do that. Don't even need that, but we'll leave it in there. Why not? I think this will win. Yep. So yeah, that's a fun one. I feel like this Jace, compared to the other 5 or the other 4 of the LORWYN Planeswalkers, is ready to go out the box. You don't have to really build any specific way for him, and he's got a pretty good third ability for finishing games off or just going creatureless with it. So, pretty cool Planeswalker. As far as my playstyle goes, I think he fits it the best out of the 4. But let's try Liliana. I think she's the one. She's by far the one I've used the least, so I'm not totally sure I get the hang of her quite yet. So let's play around with that. So let's Liliana Vess. What have I built for her so far? Yeah, this is just kind of a standard sort of deck. I was building around goblins because I just found it interesting that there were black goblins and one is a goblin leader. So I don't have really good goblin makers in mono black, so probably not even the best tribe to go with for this planeswalker, but that's just what we'll have to deal with here. So this is her default deck, stuff she comes with. Player discards a card. This creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's a fairy rogue. It's nice that it comes with Rise of the Dark Realms. Rise of the Dark Realms is a pretty solid card. But yeah, I'll show you how this deck goes. I honestly barely remember her abilities. I think I remember her second ability was pretty cool, but let's check her out. Okay, pick one of the first 2 different cards from your library. Move that card to the top of your library and then destroy the other. Okay, so it's a little bit of filtering. Death, guys. Your opponent discards the first card with mana from their hand. Gain mana equal to the number of cards in your opponent's hand. Oh yeah, that's what I liked about it. So it's a lot like the Liliana Vess Vanguard, her second ability, but it gives you a little bit of mana when you do it. So most of the time you're getting like 4 mana from my practices so far. And then Rise from Grave. Return the first creature with the greatest mana value up to 20 from your graveyard to the battlefield under your control. Up to 20. They might as well not even have a restriction on it. But whatever. Then return all creatures with the same name of creatures you control from your graveyard to the battlefield under your control. Okay, so I should probably build something around her that destroys libraries more. So maybe I'll do that after this battle here. Just kind of showcasing what she does. That's solid mana gains, though, at least. What's our... Yeah, +8 on her mana bonuses. Um, that's really good, actually. Because I think Dark Realms, you have to... She's good, but you have to build up to her abilities there. Oh, great. We got ourselves a loop deck, I think. Oh, great. Do I have a 0-point ballad? At least I have that. Okay, there's no mana in the hand. There's nothing in the grave. So I guess I'll do this. I do want a demo field. Oh, it doesn't fetch it to your hand. That kind of sucks. Ouch, that was a lot of life loss. But at least we get a Master of Keys from it, which is not a bad thing. Dang. Another lock and load. Into a Golden Wish. Dang. It's going to be a rough one, guys. Ooh, Prime Speaker Zagana. Not one you see a lot. But she's pretty strong if you build for her. Getting some loyalty here. Do that. I would like to get to that inevitable defeat, but I don't think I'm going to. Put you in play. Volt Strider. Do not like. Yeah. Probably not winning this one. Let's see here. Okay, well, at least I got rid of his Volt Strider, so we got a chance. Hmm. Some mana there. think if we can survive this turn, we can win. But I don't know. Whew. Okay. We did it. Yay. I was not expecting to win that, but, you know, sometimes these battles are just a war of attrition, really. So let's try and build some graveyard stuff and see if we can take advantage of her third ability. So Nethergoyf destroys your library, right? Master of Keys does. Okay, there's Nethergoyf. Overlord of the Baelmerk does as well. Edict. Oh, Blasphemous Edict. Yeah, good one. Singularity Rupture destroys. Oh, that's a good fail safe. Is Arch Enemy's Charm? No. Blasphemous Edict. Let's get some Black Gem conversion going. These stupid lands. I'll try them. They're not great. There's a Abzan City, right? Or Arishan. And what else? That's 3 gems to black. That's not bad. All right. And then, yeah, again, actually, let's do Liliana Vest Vanguard. Is the Garrick terrible? I guess he came in late. He's an improvement from what he used to be, but he's probably like C tier. Actually, we can Liliana the Dark Realms has a this converts to 3. It's a Vanguard, so I'll take that out for that. And then what are we doing? 0 point battle. Leyline for mono Planeswalkers is pretty good. Yeah, that's true. I should just play those, but yeah, what am I doing? Let's just go Cryptics and the other one. The Ether Drift. But Arshan City does convert to 4, and that's pretty good. But this is way cheaper, so Amplifier it is. God's for sure disappointed it's all mono walkers. Well, yeah. It's not like I'm not too, but but you know, what's it called? Nalthazar loves mono walkers, so you're not gonna please everybody. You gotta get more tries. Yeah, for sure. I doubt they would ever make a 5-color walker, but you never know. It took a long time for us to get Dakon, which is a color combo that a lot of people wanted. Oh wait, oops. This is still the same old deck that I was using before. Nah, I guess I'll try to win with this one as well. Not all that motivated to really give a damn, but let's just see what happens here. Throw desert now. Aren't color? No, because you cannot use. If you play them in a node that is one color, then those are the only colors you can use. If it was a 5-color walker, that wouldn't matter. I think we already played this guy, right? No? 6. Uh, okay. What even was that? Oh, it was desert. Duh. I forgot I even had that out. Silly me. Astrid is the one that's missing. She has Tamiyo's colors. Yeah, I would like to see Astrid. I like Tamiyo, but I really don't like her starting mana gains. So something that gives you a little bit more consistency in the early game would be great. Don't know if and when we'll see her. Would be great though. I totally agree. Oh, wait, oops. Oh yeah, that's why I'm playing her. Because it creates goblins for the other goblin, for the goblin leader to eat up. Well, that sucks. Inevitable defeat. That's gotta go. Yeah, Tamiyo's great for larger collections for sure. She's always been pretty difficult for newer players to get a handle on. Let's get that 1,000-year elixir. Did my demo field go poof? That sucks. No? That's somewhere. He's probably going to make it go poof here. No? Gosh, he's got a demo field too. But we got rid of it right away because of that elixir. God, yeah, that's such a brutal combo. Demo field and elixir. What does that do? Oh, okay. Is that it? Yeah, I really think that you need to build for your graveyard with this Planeswalker. or use stronger creatures. Try and get that desert down. That'd be great. Desert makes Grist's life a little bit harder a lot of times. So that's nice. Mm. All right. Take it easy, man. So far, I like her second ability. First ability would be a lot better if it fetched a hand. And third ability, jury's still out. I just haven't built for it well enough yet. So, all right. One last battle here. Then we'll go over to story mode. Because I have yet to play it. I want to see what it's all about. From the sounds of it, it sounds like it's pretty easy. Serious Goose. I always like that name. All right, here we go. Make sure it's the right one this time. Okay, it is. Heal up a bit. Well, from what I understand, in paper, it's kind of a detriment to have cards that require or that have a bunch of different colors on them because the mana costs, you have to fulfill those, right, in order to play them. So it's just a weird way that things get translated from Magic to Puzzle Quest, right? But there's Urza and Jared as 5 colored PWs. But the Urza is kind of like from a funky set, though, right? It's not like it's some standard legal thing. Yeah? Okay, I'm just going to play this way. Mm, I'm going to save Nethergoyf until I can get rid of this Aurelia because otherwise... Oh, man. God, I hate discard. Even though I'm playing it. Let's see if we can at least... Okay, well, we can get to our third, but what is that card? I forgot to see what that was. Do I want to play that first and then use the third ability, or... Okay, it's inevitable defeat. So maybe we can, if we knock out Aurelia, that'd be great. Do that and that. Nice mana. Sweet. Oh, got rid of both of them because it's an artifact. Nice. That's great. That helped a lot. The Vest Vanguard, just brutal lockdown. Makes it really hard to let your opponent cast. Oops, I did not mean to play that Blasphemous Edict right there, but that's okay. Nice. That's sweet. Okay, yeah. So third ability, good if you build for it. Cool. That was fun. I enjoyed that. So I think I would rank them right now. Jace number 1, Liliana 2, a Johnny 3, Chandra 4, and Garruk 5. That is my unofficial ranking after a day of play. So there's a lot to still explore with them. But that is my feeling after one day. All right, let's go see what story mode is all about. Okay, so I can start with this roll for some reason. Maybe it's the last thing I used in story mode before it changed. Okay, so it is legacy legal. Yeah, let's just play this. See how this goes. This was what I was using for You Found an Entrance. Starting encounter. Okay, good. It actually loaded. I was having a lot of issues with it taking forever to load last night. And I don't know if that was just like a server thing or what. But I don't know if anybody else had that issue. Riveteer's Charm. Blast from the Past. Oh, man. I was hoping to get that Mystical Teachings enough mana, but that's all right. Why am I screwing around? Let's get those Omnis on board. It's overkill, but if I'm not playing Omni, why am I playing this deck? You know? All right. So let's just win the fight. Okay. No objectives necessary. I guess I could play these with the new walkers. Just get a little more practice in with them. Just go ahead and play this deck again. So first time rewards, you get a little bit of stuff. Good for newer players, I suppose. Nice. All right. Nice try. Okay. Nice. Pretty strong. Getting all that from just the ability. I'll play Garruk just so you could see him. Aerodorn. It's not like these battles are difficult at all, so might as well get some more chance to showcase all this stuff. So what was this deck? Okay. Guess I'll use this one. I think this is an old deck because I don't think I've used this Planeswalker in that long. Probably since SNC was legal in standard. This might have been a pre-nerf Blossoming Tortoise deck too. I forget it. Is it Keep Blitz? Okay, Keep Blitz gives you the bonus. Love that Envoy. He's an all-timer for me. Let's convert 2 gems to green. Sometimes converting 2 gems to green is just enough to get you over the top, but it's nothing like Nissa Worldwaker or anything. But it's probably a lot cheaper. I actually haven't really checked the loyalty cost on Nissas in a while, so don't know for sure. Think it was 9. Yeah, that sounds about right. What's this one? 8? Yeah, that should cost less. Boon Satyr. I'll put it on. Played her so often back then. Yeah, when I came back to the game, she was already out for a while. So it took me a while to actually pick her up and start using her. Still a good Planeswalker. Still more or less holds up. Play the standard legal one of Gark. Oh yeah, this was the coalition victory one. I should try maybe some different creatures there. All these leaders and stuff, I think they're better with walkers that have more than just one color because you'll get more of a way to grab some of the what do you call it? More of a chance to put tokens in for the leaders. I just completed it. Dude, this event sucked. Oh, you're not playing the event, just spotlighting the walker. Yeah, that's right. You're talking about the LORWYN 5. Maybe I'll stream that tomorrow just, so we can all roast it. I mean, I can't believe. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised at like Zivert doing his damnedest to try and make it sound better than it is. But he always tries to be kind of a glass half full kind of guy with this kind of stuff. Took nearly 30 tries just to get the vast node done. Jeez. Did you just take did you take the day off of work to do that? Cuz that's insane. They just argue for the sake of arguing. I mean, there's definitely that. Nope, still trying to work. Jeez. At least I get experience points. That's nice. Let's try some of the other new um, creatures that I got from this set. I don't like that it just keeps defaulting to this raw. So I just have to keep going back. Well, that makes it a little easier to switch the view all. I didn't think it would send me back to the beginning, but I actually don't hate that. Let's get rid of these. Okay. Not at all worth the squeeze on not be playing again in its current form. Yeah. From what it sounds like, I do not blame you. Oh, this is an elemental. Oh yeah. Deal 6. I don't like that deal 6 damage to you too. That sucks. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is a green card that creates Kithkin soldiers, so it wouldn't work in my Ajani deck that I built for it. Tree Folks, I wish I had the good Tree Folk, or else I would try to build a Tree Folk deck, but I'm missing the key Tree Folk. Okay, there's some more elves. Actually, this and the Mythic Elf is not bad. Or is probably pretty good. Yeah. Do I get any other decent cards? Well, I don't. I have 2 lands in here. I don't think it's going to do much for me, but I'm just messing around with these. Doubt I'm going to lose, even with the jankiest of jank. And I still have plenty of good cards in here. I haven't really heard much about people raving about any specific cards or anything. I guess other than Naltazar really likes the those elementals. But beyond that, I would like those cards that destroy activated gems if they weren't so like buggy and wonky, doing weird stuff. But beyond that, I haven't heard a lot of good stuff yet. It's reminding me a little bit of when the last set dropped, and it was there was a lot of stuff that people talked about at first, and then they played the cards, and then people were just kind of so about the event after that, or about the set after the initial run. So I'm hoping that there are more exciting cards that people discover as we go. As far as sets that Webcore has made, this is probably, I don't know. Is Bloomborough better? We were all pretty down on Bloomborough when it first came out, but it was after, OTJ and PM2 had just come out too. So everything was going to look kind of mid in comparison. But looking back on it, there were a lot of good cards in Bloomburrow. Oh, you got the Elemental Leader too? Yeah, I want him. Foundations is really strong. Yeah, Foundations is good. Bloomburrow was okay. Bloomburrow, yeah, but first impression, this set, better or worse than Bloomburrow? Well, see, that's the thing. I don't see a Dragonhawk in this set yet. Maybe it's out there and I haven't pulled it yet or played with it. Play that Lily deck again. That Lily deck was kind of fun. Or I could play Jace. Jace was also fun. Do I still have the default Jace deck? Bloomburrow seems like a sleeper. Wilds of Eldraine and Duskmourn are pretty weak, aren't they? Wilds of Eldraine had some cool stuff. The original Tortoise was great. Yeah, this is pretty crappy default deck. So let's rebuild it. Honestly, I haven't played with anything. I think you need to tinker with the Elemental Leader when you get him. He gets wonky fast. Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of stuff that creates elementals, so Duskmourn had some great cards too. Actually, Duskmourn overall, I think I like more than Wilds of Eldraine. Wilds of Eldraine had some cool stuff in it, but overall, not a ton of things we use. Yeah, they did nerf a lot of good cards in that. Yeah. Unfortunately. I think Webcore was still trying to figure stuff out, and it was their first set, so this card does not seem all that great. Yeah. That's a mythic? I don't think so. With the SDA, does anything make the cut anymore? I mean, people are still playing the same shit they've been playing for the past year and a half. So I don't know. I don't know what we can say about that really. So here's a Merfolk. Maybe I can build around Merfolk instead and see what we get out of that. Fools. I don't even know if I would necessarily fools. They just are not creative. Or they just, want to play the easiest stuff and just get in, get out. But I don't know. That's boring to me. There's a prime speaker, Zagana. But I need something to really boost it. Tishana's good. So is Harbinger. Okay, so we got our Merfolk tribe there. Maybe we need to put a bunch of support makers and make these guys big. I'm only playing the same stuff to stay in gold. Once I'm in platinum, it's a new deck every day. Yeah, once you hit platinum, the world kind of opens up to you, and you can do a lot more. And yeah, I don't know if you're like the tinkering type, and you just haven't had a chance to really develop that part of the game for you. But for me, the game is so much more to me about like just building stuff, seeing what happens, just iterating and reiterating on stuff. And that's what I get out of the game. Winning is kind of a low priority for me, to be honest. Like, I will quit out of a lot of battles I'm just not having fun with. I've gotten to the point where I'll just do that in coalition events. So I'm just like, you know what? Told my team I'm just not trying anymore. So If you guys want to find somebody who cares more, by all means. But I'm just not going to do that to myself anymore. There are just too few hours in the day to spend my weekend doing something I don't care about. It's really hard, especially nowadays, to find a coalition that cares that much. And it's not like, the entire player base just got late, got, woke up one day and said, I'm just not gonna care anymore. It's just a long, slow descent toward just being fed up with the issues in the game. Just for the rewards. But see, yeah, I mean, that's how I felt for the longest time too. But I just got to the point where the rewards just weren't enough for me, especially individual. Team rewards, sure. Like my last coalition last weekend, my score was like 80 something, and I played every node, but I just did not like the experience. The reward tiers are a little gatekeepy. If you suck, you can't get rewards, even though those are the players that would benefit from the rewards. Well, that is why, and kind of the heart of the issue with the tier system to begin with, that uh, I forget my train of thought. Sorry, but why people stay in lower tiers because they think they're getting better rewards if they place, you still have to go perfect to get the best rewards and gold and stuff, but um, that's still fairly difficult, I think. Yeah, and the weekend team, the team, what do you call it? Team participation is a lot more important than individual scores. And you're correct about that. What's going on here? Little fireworks. been a big advocate going platinum when your collection is even halfway decent. But it's hard to know if your collection is halfway decent if you're new. But fortunately, you get much more prizes in plat than anything lower. Glad Goblin's got some love in this. What is going on here? Did it freeze on me or did it just bug out on me? Okay, well, maybe this is a sign. But I still want to know what happened there, so I will just reopen my running low on space. How is that possible? I don't understand. Is this just like a giant memory hog? Oh no. Oops. Okay, I'm still around. Good. Had that same issue on my stream too. I had to switch to Prism and direct save to YouTube to make it work. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I think it's probably just like some issue with the way that this game allocates memory on your computer. Because last I checked, I had more than 12 gigs of space on my computer. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a weird bug out. Okay, so I did get some packs, right? See if I got anything. No, a LORWYN pack. I guess that's it. Well, let me check story mode to make sure I actually grabbed it. I played on Google Play Games, yeah. No, emulators have never really worked well for me. Is that new? Like when I tried to play on BlueStacks, it crashed a lot. Okay, new. Okay, Shapeshifter. When this creature enters the battlefield, if you have a creature in graveyard with a basic evergreen, this creature gains that basic evergreen. Interesting. STA RTP stuff? Maybe. Did I actually grab anything from there? I think I did. Oh no, I still have another battle to play. Okay, do one more battle. I was not really trying that hard with the last one, so maybe I'll lock in. I'm actually kind of curious about that that card I just pulled, so let me just find build something for Dakon here. Yep. I'm almost done here. Jesus, 2 hours? Really? Okay. No, you're right to ask that. I just want to finish story mode here and just be done. And then a bunch of evergreens. What's it called? It has a bunch of evergreens. Sire of Seven Deaths. What else has a ton of evergreens? Oops. Atraxa has a ton of evergreens. Okay, that's fine. Then I'll just build out a classic. STARTP. Should I just go Omni with it? You know, I found works really well with Omni and STA is actually not using Whir of Invention, just going straight Redress Fate and Rediscover the Way. And oh yeah, and then Volt Strider. I've actually found this version to be more consistent than just going Whir of Invention. I use a similar deck for Trial of the Plains with Dakon. It's kind of fun. If you're just kind of sick of using the same type of Omni deck, give it a try. Let's see. So Omni into. Guess I don't need either of those yet. Don't need another Volt Strider. Cool. STA and then Redress Fate. Okay. See how this goes. Rediscover and grab a. What's it called? If I can, erase the past. I'd grab an Omni too while I'm at it. Oh, nice. It grabs all of the evergreens at once. It's not super clear in the way it was written, but that's still very cool. Do it again. This is obviously such overkill, but I just wanted to see what happens with that new creature. Nice. We got the Atraxa evergreens as well now, so that's rad. Sure. Oh, we still gotta wait for this to finish. Even though we stopped the loop, we still gotta let this play out. Poor little elf warrior. Dang. My Volt Strider got gigantic too. Just fun. So close to 5:15. I'll probably do that later. All right. What do we get here? All right. Wow. Good amount of experience. Does that put me over the top? Yep. All right. 5:15. 15 mana jewels. Not bad. All right. I got packs too, right? No? Okay, yeah. Little super pack. See if we get anything. All right, one thing. Kindred Elf. Destroy target non-elf creature. Of course, when you play a card like that, it will match you with a player using a bunch of elves. It's just how it works. 3 new cards from it. Not bad. Okay, Merfolk creature stuff. When you cast the spell Clash, if you win, opponent's first creature can't block and can't attack till the beginning of the next turn. That's not terrible. Oh, there were 4. Mana hate PPs in this game because of the drop rates. Yeah, don't use gold to target cards. That's what pinks are for. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a slot machine. Grab some free boosters. What the hell? All right. Well, I think that'll be it for me this time. This is a little long one, so appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, only on release up to 3. Yeah, same. I think I've only ever did that when I'm like chasing a specific uncommon. Like I think I did that on an alt account to try and get wizard class from what's it called? That set. You know, the one with the dragons. Yeah. You're welcome, guys. Perhaps tomorrow I will stream my attempt at playing the LORWYN game. I don't only because I'm a streamer. If I was not, then I would not even bother. But yeah, again, thanks for hanging out. Check out what else I got on my channel if you're newish here. And yeah.